Hey guys, it's Ireland Man here, and today we're going to be taking a look at, what if Japan formed another empire? So, in this video, Japan is going to be conquering a couple other some other countries to form an empire. Okay, so let's get started. So, the first country they're going to invade is, is Taiwan, because let's just say for this video, they're independent. Taiwan is independent. Hold on. Yes, yeah, I just want to put that little check there so y'all knew. But yeah, the Japanese, I know they're allies with Taiwan, but doesn't really apply because they just want to invade them anyway. So they make a very swift landing in Taiwan and just take out the whole island. Taipei was somewhere on the north coast, but honestly, it doesn't really even matter because Taiwan is completely annexed. So now with this happening, Japan is gonna want another couple of locations here. They're gonna want Brunei, which goes as well as expected. Hold on, let me make that actually a lot better. Something like that. Hold on. Let's just say that's Brunei. I know it kind of screws up the border. Yeah, that's Brunei. Okay, that's a lot better. Even though it's not perfect, it's better. So, yeah, we're just gonna say that's Brunei, and they've taken it. And now the next country they're gonna be landing into is Papua New Guinea, and they're gonna be sending troops from Taiwan and Brunei to Papua New Guinea. So, yeah, so they make a quick landing in Papua New Guinea. Also, yeah, they're gonna be taking a bunch of these islands over here, this island as well, and these two islands over here. So yeah, they do manage to take those islands. Yeah, so we can see just with that distraction. So Papua New Guinea has almost no military, but they will make a teensy-weensy pushback, but it won't work out well for them as they get landlocked, and let's just say their capital was somewhere over here where I just marked. Hold on, maybe there. Okay, that's a better small area. But yeah, with this, Papua New Guinea now surrenders. So in this peace treaty, we see full annexation of Papua New Guinea and all these islands. So now for the next country Japan will invade, it will be the Philippines. So first they're gonna land straight from Taiwan into the Philippines, and they're also gonna land straight from Brunei into the South Philippines, somewhere over here. So yeah, they land pretty easily on in the south of the Philippines. No, in the north of the Philippines, and pretty easily in the south. And eventually the Japanese arrive from normal Japan in pretty much every other area. Eventually just surprising the Philippines. Manila's captured and any other pocket just surrenders. So we see that happen. So yeah, we see that happening, and also I think that's part of the Philippines. It's the most beautiful island in the world or something. I forget what it's called. I can't tell you right now. Hold on, let me just try and fix that border. Okay, it's not perfect, but it'll do. So yes, this becomes part of Japan. And what is it called? The Philippines becomes part of Japan, and now Japan's gonna be declaring war on Malaysia. So with Brunei being right there, and also the Philippines being right here, and just pretty much being surrounded by Japanese territory. Yeah, this part of Malaysia just kind of falls. They didn't really stand a chance, and now Malaysia doesn't really know what to do since the Japanese are approaching their mainland. So they're gonna buff up their military as much as they can, maybe with some assistance from the United States, but not a lot. The U.S. is not sending troops there. I'll tell you right now, Japan won't be attacking Hawaii again. Well, I guess the U.S., Hawaii, whatever, same thing. So yeah, the Malaysians managed to push back the Japanese a little bit, but it won't last for long. And the Malaysians, they've lost their capital, Kuala Lumpur, and yeah, with just a couple areas left, they surrender. Well, I guess pockets left, they do surrender. And so yeah, in this peace treaty, we see full annexation of Malaysia. But now the Japanese are going to want to move on to the Koreas. So the first Korea they're going to invade is North Korea. This is pretty easy for the Japanese, as they've landed from two fronts. And yeah, that was actually really easy. And we're also assuming they don't have nuclear weapons here, because if they did, this would be an entire different story, and Japan would be decimated, and that would cause the rest of the empire to fall. So, that happens very quickly, to the point where South Korea can't even get involved. So South Korea just changes their name to the Republic of Korea. And so they try and make peace with Japan, but Japan's not really having it, because they want to do something. So South Korea is kind of expecting this by this point, but they're gonna make a landing in Jeju over here, as they've declared war on South Korea, and also they're gonna be making pushes in here. They're gonna be taking Busan, and now the South Koreans will push back slightly. And yeah, that's really all they can do until Seoul is captured and Busan is recaptured and the pocket surrender. Now, what is it called? Japan. So now Japan is getting pretty big. So, the next thing they want to do is they want to buy some of these islands, some of these, territory dispute islands with Russia, and they also want to buy this little island right here. And so they managed to buy it for a lot of money. I'm not going to say how much money, because I don't know how much money it would actually be. But yes, they do in fact buy it. And also, hold on, let me just fix that border a little bit. So they do in fact buy these lands, and so now Japan is, incredibly big by this point. But so now they're going to be invading another country, which is going to be Vietnam. So that goes actually extremely well, as they've landed on the coast, and they've also landed on the coast again, taking the capital city. Vietnam's landlocked, and since they've lost their major cities, they just surrender. In this peace treaty, we see full annexation of Vietnam, but Laos and Cambodia are also invited to the meeting, and they're also fully annexed. Because they're we'll kill you if you don't. No, we'll annex you ourselves if you don't join us. So that's basically what happens to them, and so the next country they're gonna move on to is gonna be Thailand here. So Thailand is just wiped. They stand no country's really standing a chance against Japan by this point. And now for their final invasion, it's gonna be Burma, and so Burma won't automatically surrender. They actually kind of expected this, so they're gonna make some pushback. But like I said, no country really stands a chance against what is called Japan. And let's just say the capital city was captured, and it was somewhere here, maybe by the coast. But yeah, I think that is by the coast. Yeah, we'll just say it was slightly off the coast. And so now Myanmar is getting rolled over, and right when they get to this point, they just surrender. Now this Southeastern Asia is part of Japan. So now what's going to be going on here is Japan only has a couple more countries they want to expand into, and those countries are going to include what is it called? And also they're going to be making another deal with the Russians. They'll be buying this land over here. It was very, very expensive, but yes, they do buy it. They're going to be making another deal. They're going to be invading China finally, right after this next invasion, which is Indonesia. Goes well as expected for them, and they are completely annexed. And also, so I forgot to call in that bit of Papua New Guinea. But they've just been completely crushed, Indonesia. And so, this has definitely gained Japan a lot of land here. Hold on, let me just cut that part off. And Japan is looking insane right now. So now for the next invasion, for the last invasion, they're going to be invading China. So, the invasion of China goes is going pretty well here, as a lot of these areas are getting captured. And there's even a landing from Taiwan, Vietnam, and all of these areas. And when China realizes they're kind of being surrounded, as their capital Beijing is even encircled, they're gonna opt to get peace. But Japan doesn't want peace, and the Chinese are gonna have to kind of respond to that. So they're gonna definitely do some massacring over here. But I don't know if I can say it, but that one city that Japan fucked up during World War II, there's going to be a part 2 of it, which is even worse in Beijing. And yeah, they're going to be completely kicking back the Chinese and taking all of this land up here. And also, yeah, they're going to be invading Mongolia really quick. That goes as well as expected. And oh yeah, my bad, they accidentally invaded Russia. Actually, maybe they didn't. Okay, there we go. And yeah, now peace is finally signed with China. And yeah, China's breakaway states, they're probably on the verge of like breaking out of China, which is Tibet and Xinjiang or some shit like that. But what is it called? But yeah, what is it called? It won't happen for now. And now for their final part, they are going to be buying this little bit of land up here from Russia. And yes, they've been making a lot of and over here. And so yes, they've been making a lot of, I guess, like land deals with the Russians where they buy land. They're also going to buy this land. So yes, this is the Japanese Empire. Yeah, so this is what would happen if another Japanese empire rose. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out. Y'all have a good one.